absorbed in his thoughts and indifferent to the talk of the customers of the inn, who on all sides were discussing recent events. He went up to his room and had been asleep some time when he was awakened by a tapping at the door. He got up and opened it. "Is it you? Is it you?" he whispered. Hortense and he stood gazing at each other for some seconds in silence, holding each other's hands, as though nothing, no irrelevant thought and no utterance, must be allowed to interfere with the joy of their meeting. Then he asked: "Was I right in coming?" "Yes," she said, gently. "I expected you." "Perhaps it would have been better if you had sent for me sooner, instead of waiting—" "Events did not wait, you see, and I don't quite know what's to become of Jérôme Vignal and Nathalie de Gorne." "What, haven't you heard?" she said quickly. "They've been arrested. They were going to travel by the express." "Arrested? No," Rénine objected. "People are not arrested like that. They have to be questioned first." "That's what's being done now. The authorities are making a search." "Where?" "At the chateau. And, as they are innocent, for they are innocent, aren't they? You don't admit that they are guilty, any more than I do?" He replied: "I admit nothing. I can admit nothing, my dear." "Nevertheless, I am bound to say that everything's against them. Except one fact, which is that everything is too much against them. It is not normal for so many proofs to be heaped up one on top of the other, and for the man who commits a murder to tell his story so frankly. Apart from this, there's nothing but mystery and discrepancy." "Well?" "Well, I'm greatly puzzled." "But you have a plan?" "None at all, so far. Ah, if I could see him, Jérôme Vignal, and her, Nathalie de Gorne, and hear them and know what they are saying in their own defense!" "But you can understand that I shan't be permitted either to ask them any questions or to be present at their examination. Besides, it must be finished by this time." "It's finished at the chateau," she said, "but it's going to be continued at the manor house." "Are they taking them to the manor house?" he asked eagerly. "Yes, at least, judging by what was said to the chauffeur of one of the procurator's two cars." "Oh, in that case," exclaimed Rénine, "the thing's done! The manor house! Why, we shall be in the front row of the stalls! We shall see and hear everything. And, as a word, a tone of voice, a quiver of the eyelids will be enough to give me the tiny clue I need, we may entertain some hope. Come along." He took her by the direct route which he had followed that morning, leading to the gate which the locksmith had opened. The gendarmes on duty at the manor house had made a passage through the snow, beside the line of footprints and around the house. Chance enabled Rénine and Hortense to approach unseen, and through a side window to enter a corridor near a back staircase. A few steps up was a little chamber which received its only light through a sort of bull's-eye from the large room on the ground floor. Rénine, during the morning visit, had noticed the bull's-eye, which was covered on the inside with a piece of cloth. He removed the cloth and cut out one of the panes. Chapter 7.